Chris Brophy, musically obsessed. Chris Brophy, musically obsessed with vinyl CDs and cassettes. Chris Brophy, musically obsessed. Oh yeah! How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. Today I'm going to show you some CDs that I consider rare and hard to find, but they're in my collection and I wanted to share them with you. So let's start with an album from 1970, and I'm talking about this one by a band called Attila. Now, some of you might recognize that guy right there. That is Billy Joel. Yes, that Billy Joel. Well, he was in a duo that did rock, proggy, proto-metal stuff. And as I said, this came out in 1970. Billy Joel with a duo with a guy named John Small. All it was organ, drums, and some bass played by Billy Joel. They're the guys right there. This sounds nothing like the Billy Joel that you're familiar with. But if you want to hear Billy Joel kind of reaching the stratosphere with some high vocals, and as I said, sort of this proto-metal proggy thing going on, it's a fun listen. Kind of a forgotten album. I'd love to find it on vinyl. I did see it one time out in the wild on vinyl. It was beat up, so I didn't pick it up, but at some point I will add that to the collection. CD number 2, this one came out in 1968, and this is by a band called July. And July were a psychedelic rock band from London. And I've seen some people show the vinyl of this album. I know that there's been some reissues of it as well. Listening to this, I really, really like it. Check out the first, it's the second song, Dandelion Seeds. Really cool song. This kind of stuff reminds me of Syd Barrett era Pink Floyd. So if you like the Syd years of Pink Floyd, you'd really dig July. This is a cool album from 1968. Next up, I bet you didn't think I'd show a Frankie Valli album. Well, I'm going to show you a Frankie Valli CD. This is his album with the Four Seasons entitled Half and Half. Yeah, I listen to Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. I don't have anything of the early classic years, but I do have his psychedelic years. This came out in 1970, and it followed 1969's album, The Genuine Imitation Gazette, which I have on vinyl. There was actually a reissue of that a couple record store days ago. Maybe it was last record store day. I can't remember. That's a really cool album as well. Psychedelic. You can tell the Four Seasons were searching for like something else, a different sound. Well, this album followed. This is called Half and Half. And it's called Half and Half because half of it's solo Frankie Valli and the other half is with the Four Seasons. This CD edition has some bonus tracks on it. Think the Four Seasons, but think sort of some psychedelic aspects sprinkled in, and later era like Beach Boys harmonies type stuff is in here. So yeah, I like it. You could definitely tell that the Four Seasons were going for that new sound to maybe rejuvenate the fan base, rejuvenate listeners. I like it, but I wanted to show that one. Next up, how about from 1977, a soundtrack to a play by Harry Nilsson called The Point. Now, why did I pick this up? Because I have Harry Nilsson's version as well. This one has Davy Jones and Mickey Dolenz in it. So if you're a Monkees fan, you need to pick this up. So this is Harry Nilsson's play, The Point. This is the original cast recording from the Mermaid Theater's production of it. But again, you've got two of the Monkees in there. Their vocals sound great. Strange play. strange tunes. There's some good stuff in here. I bought it specifically because I'm a huge Monkees fan. So this one was hard to come by. 1966. All these seem to be from the 60s and 70s. The Animals. Well, their 5th album is entitled Animalism. And this is a CD reissue on Hippo Records. This was hard to find. This is right before Eric Burdon left and kind of they became Eric Burdon and the Animals. What's cool about this album is Frank Zappa appears on here. He plays bass on a couple tunes, and they also do Frank Zappa's song entitled All Night Long. So if you're a Zappa fan and you're an Animals fan, you'd like this one. So cool album. I really like the Animals. And lastly, I'm a big time Barenaked Ladies fan. You don't really hear the Barenaked Ladies mentioned in the VC or anybody's videos that often. I really like the Barenaked Ladies. I saw them live, but I have a CD called As You Like It. This came out in 2005. This was only available at this festival. This is the Stratford Shakespeare Festival. And basically what this is, the Barenaked Ladies, specifically Stephen Page, wrote music around some of Shakespeare's words. And so you've got a Shakespeare-themed album with the Barenaked Ladies performing it. And as I said, this was only available if you were at the festival back in 2005. I was not at the festival, but I have a copy of the CD. So there you go. 6 rare and hard to find CDs from my collection. If you guys like this, let me know, and then I can show you some others, because this was just the tip of the iceberg. But yeah, so enjoy the rest of your day. Go Broncos.